And what's your take then on Robinhood? They're basically saying, hey, we needed to stop people from being able to buy shares of GameStop and AMC due to volatility. Some other brokerages say it wasn't our fault. It was the clearing firms that wanted more collateral in this. What's your take on that? What's the government's position there, or to what should their position be?
Well, the government shouldn't have a position because they're a private company and they can decide what stocks their customers are going to trade. And their customers can decide if they want to continue to do business with Robinhood or if they want to seek out a different brokerage firm. But the question is, why are they doing that, right? Like on Friday, they ended up restricting how much you could buy. You could buy one share. It was like your maximum.
Right, what is that?
You could buy. Yeah. Well, it depends on the price. But in the terms of GameStop, it varies so greatly, but it could be $200, $300, right? Depending on what the price is. But the question is, why did they do that? Now, if you're familiar with the Robinhood business model, they don't charge for a trade. They give the trades away for free, right? So how are they making money? If they're charging zero commission to their customers, where are they making money? And when you realize that their customers aren't paying any money, you realize that those are not really their customers. They're part of the product. Right? So Robinhood's product is all these little guys trading stocks. Who's the customer? The customer are the hedge funds that are paying for that order flow. They want to take the other side of those trades, right? So they're the customers. That's where they make their money. They're the ones that are actually paying Robinhood. Now you got to think about maybe what was happening is that Robinhood was getting all these orders and their customers didn't want them. They didn't want to take the other side. They didn't want these trades. So now how do they get them executed? Well, now Robinhood would actually have to pay somebody to execute the trades that they were getting paid for. So they could have been losing a fortune on all these trades. So they had to shut down their customers because they were losing too much money. That's the most likely reason. There's another possible reason, and this would be a big problem for their reputation. Let's say some of their customers, their real customers, their hedge funds, they're getting killed, right? They're short this stock. And maybe what they had to say to Robinhood is, you know what? You got to stop accepting these buy orders because it's crushing us. We're losing a bunch of money. We're your customers. If we go out of business, you lose all that revenue. So you better shut this down so that we can stay in business. Otherwise, we all lose. So now, if that's the case, then that really screws up their brand.
Oh, I think they'd go bankrupt if that's the case. If there was collusion like that, they'd be bankrupt.
They were planning an IPO, and in fact, apparently there's a lot. They've got a lot of free publicity out of this, right? There's an old saying like all publicity is good, right? Even if it's
no press
bad.
is bad press, right?
I don't want the end game to be bigger government, more government, which unfortunately is probably what's going to happen. I mean, look, AOC has already interjected herself into this, and now Ted Cruz, and they are joining forces to like, oh my God, well, what's going on here? So it's pretty much, if you got AOC and Ted Cruz, there's gonna be regulation. I mean, you've got the opposite sides, right, of both parties that are like looking into it.
So a question here from the chat. Some folks are asking, Peter, is this maybe a movement? Maybe this isn't a scheme. Maybe this is everybody piles in on GameStop. We're diamond hand holding this stock. We're not going to sell this stock. This is the 99% versus the 1%, and it's actually working. And look, it's real stimulus. People's accounts are actually going up, and maybe it's not a scheme.
It's not stimulus. The accounts are only up because they're not selling. What good is a stock that you never sell? If it doesn't pay you any dividends and you never sell it, it's not worth anything. Just like the cryptocurrencies. Look, if the 99% want to make themselves poorer to make a statement, they can buy GameStop. But look, what's a better statement? What they started doing on Thursday in Wall Street bets and in the chat rooms, they started focusing on silver, physical silver mining stocks. You want to make a statement and make money? that's what you buy. Because there you have an undervalued commodity and you have stocks that are undervalued. Buy those. Now, they're not going to be able to manipulate the price. Even though there's some shorts out there, it's a much bigger market. So they're not going to have the immediate impact of a big rise, but they're going to get a big rise eventually. I mean, there's going to be the mother of all short squeezes in silver and gold. That's a better statement that, hey, I'm pissed off at fiat money and the government and the banks, so I want out, right? And I'm going to buy physical silver. I'm going to buy silver stocks, and that's my protest. At least that protest can enrich them. Then why throw your money away and protest? Why not protest in a way that actually will make you money? So you'll be in a better position to keep protesting if you don't go broke.